I'm sorry, bro. Support me at this point, man. I've got 3 people spectating me now. Dude, visit the link. This is it right here. Those dudes definitely don't want to stop spectating me. Okay, 2 of them just left at the same time. Oh, looks like we're doing pretty good so far, to be honest. We have 5 kills. I'm gonna quickly tab out right now. We're gonna check if this link has any more clicks. Tab, refresh. I have 2 clicks. Okay, only 2 more clicks after that. That's fine. Then one more time. One more click. Okay, no more clicks. And that's 2 from the same game. I did this for so long earlier and I got done. So that's why I'm like actually surprised at what. Now that we're nearing the final amount of people as well, this is definitely going to want to click the link. Like, oh, we're not surviving, bro. Okay, if you know that sometimes it's okay then. I had to do it right there. Oh no, you heard it. I'm so sorry. Oh, it'd be like that sometimes, bro. I click the link, it's okay. He was shooting at someone down there too, so I'd probably be a bit careful. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. And looks like I should be careful. If you don't think I'm winning this game, then you want to see humiliated. Alright, come on, you want another D4 down, these clicks? Like, come on, bro. I'm just quickly make something. Okay, that's okay. How about refresh? Stop showing my emo at the top. And we have 3 clicks. Okay, we have 3 clicks. You can see right here. They all have like a little spin and shoot. I hit headshot. I maybe you won't like it. He just crashed landed, maybe. Holy, that dude scared me. And he's not even the only one over here. Is that the guy that jumped out or the random that shot me? I'm tapping out and we're doing another one right here, please. 4 clicks. Okay, so there's a huge correlation between how late you're into the game and how many clicks you get. The 4 people have downloaded this folder. Okay, I just need to remind you of what they're downloading. Okay, 4 people so far have got Ninja's spot right there. A pokey picture, Keemstar, Annie, and whatever that's supposed to be. And they got 3 plugs on my YouTube channel.
Alright guys, welcome back to another Fortnite video, and in this one, it is time for my week 4 challenges guide. In this set post locations, we're just going to be going over the Ice King bunch, and thanks to all of you who have already been doing so. So yeah guys, if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to hit that like button down below, and also comment down below what tier you guys are at currently, because I'm overview of the challenges that we're going to be covering in this video in case you're not home to see them. But of course, I'm going to be showing you the location of the secret banner. That's pretty easy and straightforward, but then we're also going to be going over the search noms letters, and that is a stage challenge. I'll show you each of the locations for that. Use an X4 Stormwing in different matches, eliminate opponents at Expedition Outpost, show you the location for those as well, deal pickaxe damage to opponents, launch fireworks with the locations of course, destroy stuff stages, and also eliminate opponents at Happy Hamlet or Pleasant Park. So yeah guys, gonna be a very fun video, so let's go ahead and jump into it. With the first challenge I want to go over with you guys, and that is the eliminate opponents at Expedition Outposts. So really guys, this one's pretty straightforward, but there are a couple of tips I can give you guys, and of course I'm going to show you the locations of the different Expedition Outposts. Now specifically, the Expedition Outposts are where you find a bunch of Stormwings, and also they're the places where like a lot of the zip lines lead to or start from, whatever you want to call it, but they're those red buildings with like the rounded tops on them that showed up at the beginning of Season 7. Now there's a bunch of them around the map, so we're going to go over the locations of those in just a sec, but first of all, what is the best game mode to do this in? Well, personally, it's one of those where it doesn't really matter, but personally, I think solo would be best, just because you are going to be running into a bunch of other people going for this challenge, and if you do something like, I don't know, one of the big team limited time modes, you may not even run into anybody at you, especially if it's on your side and not the opponent's side. So personally, I would recommend solo and dropping to the closest one that is on the bus path to try and run into other people doing this challenge. But yeah, as for the locations of them, the first of which is to the northeast of Pleasant Park on top of that hill, and then if you keep going south in between the mountains and also sort of near that soccer field, there's another one down there on the ground. But then you've also got 5 others, and if you keep going south, there's one sort of near Polar Peak and also that weird like sled thing, that wooden one. There's one on top of that hill. Then if you go near Fatal Fields into the desert biome, there's one over there as well, as you can see. Then you've also got one right next to Lonely Lodge on top of the hill, and also one in between Tomato Temple and Lazy Links right here. And then for the final one, there's one in the center of all of that near Dusty Divot on top of the hill, as you can see, and that is the 7th outpost that I'm aware of. And as you can see, here's a quick map for those locations as well. I'm not sure if like Frosty Flights counts as an outpost, but I would probably just stick to these ones right here. But keeping it going here, let's go over the location of the secret banner for this week. Again, this week is a banner because it's been switching between banners and stars. Last week was a star, so this week has to be a banner, and I'm pretty sure I know exactly where it is. I haven't quite gotten it myself yet, but you guys know the loading screen has been floating around on Reddit, Twitter, all of that stuff, and they always hide clues for where the banner is. So according to this week's clue, it should be pretty straightforward. But yeah, guys, if you're new to these secret challenges, as always, you do need to complete this week's challenges before going for this, because if you still have like a challenge left, it won't show up. You do need to complete all 7 of this week's challenges before it even shows up on the map in order for you to grab it. You also may need to complete the previous weeks as well. Still need to test that out for sure, but it's something to keep in mind in case it still doesn't show up. But yeah, the location for this one should be at the new location, or fairly new location, Happy Hamlet. So once you're in any game mode, doesn't really matter, just go over there and try to land near the clock tower that's sort of in the middle. Now specifically, you want to look at it from the east side, and then once you're there, you want to turn to the right and find the green building, as you can see right here. Then you want to build up 2 stories to this part of the wall, as you can see, and I believe the banner should show up right here, so just hold your use button on as you pick it up, and you should unlock the banner that way. Now for some reason it changes, for whatever reason the location changes, just check the pinned comment down below. I will update that in case something changes, but I'm pretty sure it should be right here, so it should be pretty straightforward, guys. But then keeping it going here, we've got so many more location type challenges to go over, especially like the noms and the fireworks. But first of all, this is sort of a location challenge, or there's like certain good locations you can go, but this is a stage challenge that apparently requires you to destroy a bunch of stuff. I haven't quite gotten to the other stages quite yet, but the first of which is to like destroy chairs, and I heard it may have to be wooden chairs. I'm not 100% sure about that, but then for the other stages, they should be pretty similar to this one. So you know, those work. But yeah, guys, the first of which is chairs, and a great location to go for this is right next to where that banner showed up. There's actually a little like cafe right there, as you can see, and if you go inside of it, there are a bunch of chairs on the first floor, and if you or your squad need even
told you I'd do that down. Peak. It's the hard peeking, dude. Such trash.
More of these, you can go to the building, a couple buildings down, and there's even more chairs in there. So that's super simple to get. And then again, guys, for the other ones, it should be pretty straightforward. But I wanted to at least give you some tips on that first stage. Keeping it going here with the next one, though, this one is a very important one, and it is the NOMS letter locations, which is definitely pretty interesting. So I'm going to show you all of the locations for these so you know exactly where to find them. But basically, guys, there are 5 stages, and the first 4 require you to find the letters. I'll show you those in just a second, and the final stage requires you to go to the final sign, and I'll show you that as well. But yeah, guys, let's get into it with the locations of these, because they can actually be pretty tough to find, as I found out with the first one right away. It's not like a glowing letter, it's actually like, you know, the piece of the letter on the NOMS sign. So the first location, west of Pleasant Park, is actually fairly tough because it's not where you think it would be. I thought it would be on top of the hill, but it's actually at this building right here, the creepy building, whatever you want to call it. And as you can see, you want to go to the bottom floor outside next to this dumpster, sort of near the side that's pointing towards Pleasant Park, and you can find it right there, easy to pick up, and that's the first stage. But as for the next stage after that, the one inside of Wailing Woods, and this one is pretty tough, so you definitely need the location of this one, but it is inside the main bunker area at the very center of Wailing Woods. So land there, break through the bottom, whatever you need to do to get inside, and then you need to go over to the sort of control room on the opposite side of the storage room with all the random stuff in it. So as you can see here, you go into there, you go into the central area, and right behind the door is the letter S, and that is the second one that you need. As for the next one after that, you need to go into Dusty Divot, and this one is pretty simple. You just want to go to the east side of Dusty Divot, as you can see right here, east side of the main building, and then go into this smaller building, and you will find it on the right side of the door. As you can see right here, super easy to can find right in the corner right there. But then after that, for the one that's under a frozen lake, this one was pretty easy to find because obviously the main frozen lake that you think of is the one near Polar Peak that is now covering where Greasy Grove used to be. So if you go over there, the one building that lets you go under the ice is the main building in the center. So if you go through there, you know, break through the top of it, you can find the letter right over here in the corner. Super simple. And then for the final stage, you just have to visit the Nam sign in Retail Row, which is pretty easy. Just go there, go to the grocery store on the north side of it, and as you can see, it's right there. So visit it, and that is the full challenge done. After that, then we have a couple of quick challenges to go over. Then we'll jump into it with like the fireworks. But the first of which is the use X4 Storm Wings in different matches. Now this one is pretty straightforward, obviously, but I still have a tip I want to give you guys to help you get this one done as fast as possible with the other challenges. So basically, my tip for this one is to try and do it when you're going for the other challenge that requires you to go to the different outposts. That's right, guys, because if you're going to those outposts and getting eliminations there, when you're done getting eliminations, you can simply hop into a Storm Wing because all of the outposts, at least I'm pretty sure, have Storm Wings right there. So it's knocking out two birds with one stone, and that should be one of the fastest ways to get it done. But then after that, guys, there's another challenge that I want to talk about super quick, and that is the get eliminations at either Happy Hamlet, Pleasant Park. And there's really not a ton of tips I can give you for this one. I would just go into like solo or something like that because you get your elimination right away. You don't have to worry about knocking someone and then getting revived. But you can also do like squads if you really want to, or if you're playing with a squad, it's pretty fun to drop at one of these locations. There's generally a bunch of people at these locations for sure, so that one should be pretty straightforward as well. But personally, I would recommend solo. And then after that, guys, we had the long fireworks challenge. So I'm going to show you all of the locations that you need for this one. But real quick, guys, before we get into it, if you haven't yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below because I post these guys every single week, show you guys tips, tricks, and secrets to help you get done with the challenges as fast as possible. And if you guys are subscribed and have notifications turned on, that is the best way to know about those videos. But yeah, guys, getting back into it with the fireworks challenge, this one is pretty interesting because, you know, you have to launch fireworks. I'm assuming this is for New Year's or something like that. And the only tough part about it is finding out where these are. But don't worry, guys, I got the locations for you right here. So let's go ahead and jump into that. But yeah, guys, the fireworks are pretty simple to do. You just need to find them, go up to them, activate them. As you can see here, it's pretty straightforward. And honestly, again, it is pretty easy to do. So the main tough part is finding the locations of them. But don't worry, I have 4 of them to show you guys. And since you need 3, you can mix and match them. You can check out the ones that are closest to you. And also thanks to these 2 people on Twitter for tweeting me a few of the locations. But yeah, this challenge is pretty. This first one that I'm going to show you guys is obviously at the Metal Llama near Junk Junction. So if you go up there and simply find the firework, you can hold your use button on it to activate it, and there you go. Now, if for one that's actually pretty close to this one, you want to go over to the motels. You know, maybe grab a quad crasher from the racetrack, go on over there, and you can find one right on top of this hill as well. Then after that, if you keep going to the east side of the map and go actually to the northeast corner, the one near Wailing Woods and near this brick house, whatever you want to call it, there's another one pointing towards the edge of the map. Right next to it, very easy to find. And then keeping it going again, guys, with the final location I want to show you, because again, you only need 3, but I'll show you an extra one in case you want to land over here instead. But it's near Paradise Palms to the east of it, near this RV that you can see right here next to that house, you know. So if you go over there, it's very easy to spot, again, facing towards the edge of the map, as a bunch of these seem to be. So there you go, guys. That should be another one for you, and you should be able to get this challenge done easy. But then after that, guys, for the final challenge I want to go over in this video, it is deal pickaxe damage to opponents, which is always an interesting challenge. But dealing damage to opponents with pickaxes seems fairly hard, and honestly, it's not. And one thing I do want to note, I'm pretty sure you cannot do this in the starting island like you were able to do with like the previous one. So something to keep in mind. I tested it out, but I don't believe it works. But either way, this challenge is really easy. Honestly, the way I recommend doing it is dropping somewhere like tilted right off the start of a match and just landing next to somebody else who's going for like a chest or something. You should be able to get like at least 2 or 3 hits on them, so it may take a couple of games, but honestly, it should be pretty easy overall. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video and found it helpful, and if you did, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, as well as check out some of my previous videos here, such as on the left, my week 3 challenges guide if you need it, and then on the right, a fun video going over clues about how the Ice King is involved in the Season 7 story. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Alright, guys, welcome back to another Fortnite. Alright, guys, welcome back to another Fortnite video. But yeah, guys, the next one. I'm somewhere like tilted right off the start of a match and just landing next to somebody else who's going for like a chest or something, you should be able to get like at least 2 or 3 games on that. That may take a couple of games, but honestly, it should be pretty easy overall. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video and found it helpful. And if you did, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, as well as check out some of my previous videos here, such as on the left, my week 3 challenges guide if you need it, and then on the right, a fun video going over clues about how the Ice King is involved in the Season 7 story. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one.
There's a lot of customizations that you can do within the mode itself. How could I utilize this? How could I create something really unique? This is just the beginning of something that's going to be huge.
Hey!
And my team is trash, and their team is full of sweat lords. So how do you expect us to win? So we're not even the defaults are. Don't do that to me, bro. What an idiot. Drop down, boy.
Yeah, this is my grandma. But I'm not nervous. Everything is gonna be fine. We're just doing it clean here. I'm gonna be Oh yeah, this is Father Mordecai. Thank you, Father. Take care. All right. Okay.
Get away, man. Let's go.
Lynn?
喂，我等我去假中心啊。Where is that? Six Flags 啊。啊？我听不懂你在说什么啊？Wrong number, bitch. Hey, that's the best part. Come on, get up and pop. Right now. Sorry, excuse me. Okay. Sorry, accident.
Are you serious?
I'm so sorry. Sorry.
Did you just get me pregnant?
I didn't mean to do that.
You don't have to take care of this baby.
I really can't do that. It was an accident. Congrats on the baby. Oh no, I can't raise that baby. It was an accident. What I miss? Everybody died. What are this? Excuse me. Oh. Hey, what you guys doing? I'm me. I'm a friend of Mark's. Mark is a friend of mine.
Why are you in my house?
I left myself in Lovely Home. You mind if I tell a scary story of my life? You mind if I set my laptop down? There's a hot Sucks.
clothes. Yeah, it's microwave. Okay, yeah. I'm going to the beach to go catch the sun. Trying to... Oh no, I'm just gonna catch a tan here. Oh, that's the worst radiation possible. Oh no, my skin's microwave. Yo, I'm out, man. Oh, but did you... So my friend's microwave's broken. I'm just warming up some food for him. That's not microwavable.
But seriously, man, I'm starving. You got any food I can have?
Nah. What you guys know my roommates?
Sure be cool with that. I don't want to impose.
Oh yeah, I do it all the time. It's in the fridge.
Right. Yo, I don't see any food in here.
Oh no, it's in the safe.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't even...
Oh yeah, the package is actually 42. You give me a report. I do it all the time.
Okay.
It's locked. Oh no, the key's in the freezer.
Okay.
I do it all the time.
Like the protein. Oh! Is it a bomb?
Oh no, just got this.
Grab it all!
Put the red wire on 3.
Wait, put it back!
I'm not even offering anymore. 2, 3. Enjoy.
Chicken tastes a little funny. How long is it?
Oh no, it's actually from last year.